guidelines on how to use the density and viscosity calculator for saline water tool. The tool is divided into 4 different sections. The first section, or the first worksheet, provides an overview of the functionality of the tool. The second worksheet will provide some instructions on how to use it. The third section is a dashboard where your interactions with the tool will take place. And the fourth section is a section that provides an outline of how the back calculations are done and what source has been chosen for the methodology that it uses. The tool basically has 3 inputs. One is water salinity, and the other one is temperature, and the third input is whether you want the temperature to be in centigrade or Fahrenheit. And it has 3 outputs: density, dynamic viscosity, as well as kinematic viscosity of the water that you have defined. And it provides those numbers or those values in both SI as well as imperial units. The instruction section basically gives you a quick overview. There isn't much to do. There's only 3 basic inputs to put in there. It gives you the source that we've used in developing this methodology for this tool, and it also gives you an email address where you can send your comments and questions that are most welcome. The dashboard component, which is your main interaction, is divided into 2 sections: the input sections and the output sections. Basically, every cell, and there's 3 of them that are in yellow, are your inputs. Those are the ones that you need to change, and the ones in pink, that are your outputs, which are the results of the conditions that you have chosen. For example, if the salinity of water is 5200 and the temperature is 10 degrees centigrade, you can also choose this to be in Fahrenheit, or you can choose it to be in centigrade using this drop-down menu here. For these conditions, it would provide you with the density of the water in kilogram per cubic meter or pounds per gallon. It would provide you with dynamic viscosity in millipascal second or centipoise, as well as the kinematic viscosity in meter square per second or centistokes. The calculations are done using the correlations that are defined in this source. It's available in literature and on internet. And it basically does 3 things. It uses a correlation here to calculate density that take into account both the temperature as well as salinity. It would also then take you to a section where it does the dynamic viscosity. Again, take into account parameters and a correlation that considers both salinity as well as the temperature. And finally, it would take the density that is calculated here, as well as the dynamic viscosity that is calculated here in this correlation, in this equation, and it gives you the value of kinematic viscosity. All these values are cascaded down here, that are calculated over here, and the inputs or the outputs from this section will directly feed back to the dashboard. I hope you use this tool and find it useful in your daily operations and in your daily calculations. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to send it to us at this email address, info@pws-water.com. Thank you.